Hello, guys. Good morning to you all. I hope you all are doing okay. Quickly, let's jump into it. It's definitely Tuesday, and I'm seeing a sell opportunity on GBPJPY. So there's a sell opportunity on GBPJPY from the 4 hour time frame, as you can clearly see on my chart. I'm definitely going to bounce into it and show you what my bias is and why am I seeing a sell on GBPJPY. So let me quickly on Zoom. Like I usually tell you, my analysis starts from 4 hour time frame, being a day trader, and then falling down to the 1 hour to see if what the 4 hour it's saying correlates with what the 1 hour, and then the 15 minutes is usually the entering time frame. So let's quickly dive into this GBPJPY sell trade and set setup we're definitely looking out for. So I'm definitely going to zoom or probably zoom out so you can see why I'm seeing a sell, why I'm seeing a sell on GBPJPY. So if you can clearly see from this level, this recent level here, as you can clearly see, I've highlighted my level with the horizontal array box. So I'm going to quickly just draw a box on this level and let's see what happened when price came to these levels and what really happened. If price reacted of it, if price broke these levels, or if price retested of those levels. So as you can clearly see, the price eventually on those levels and on this box, we can see that initially looking left, the price there was acting as a resistance to price. So price consolidated around this level, price consolidated around this level, you can clearly see around this level, price consolidated around this level. So what happened here? I just want to highlight this level here. So this level here, you can clearly see that price eventually was consolidating around this level. From this level, you can see price eventually was bouncing off, came to the resistance level, bounced back, came to the resistance level, bounced back, came to the resistance level, then bounced back to the support level. So that was what price was doing until this day. Until this day, on Thursday, 8th of January, around 12 p.m., we saw price, we saw the bullish momentum kick in, we saw buyers came into the market from this level, and then what happened? They broke above this resistance level. They broke above this resistance level. So they broke above it, and we saw price eventually breaking down the same resistance level, breaking down the same resistance level by price. But what happened again? It was definitely a retest. It was a retest on this level. Then price bounced off it again. So we were expecting to see a new high being formed around this level. But what happened? We saw price eventually failing to create new highs. We saw price failing to create the new high. You can see here was the high that price got to on that day. On that day, here was the high that price came to. So as you can clearly see, what were we then expecting now? So all of a sudden, from that last week, we saw that price eventually broke below, broke below. Market created a new low around this level. Market created a new low here. Market created a new low. So market created a new low now. What are we going to do? We're going to position for the said trade. We're definitely going to position for a said trade. So why are we positioning for a said trade? Is because market has created a new low. And what did we just see? We've seen market create a pullback into the low that was broken. We saw price from this level. Market was on a buy trade. Then we saw market create a new low. So from this low, what are we then waiting for? We're waiting for price to eventually retest off this level, which price is currently doing right now. So waiting for price to retest this level, then wait for confirmation. Wait for the entry candle to form before we execute on our sell trade. So I'm expecting market to keep on creating lower lows because market has failed to create higher highs. So we should be expecting market to create lower lows, and that's why I'm definitely taking this time to at least show you my thought process on GBPJPY. So you definitely have to know that this is the right time to go in for a sell trade on GBPJPY. So we've definitely seen a pullback on the same level that price has broken. So all we're waiting to see now is to fall down to the entry time frame, which is the 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the entry time frame. So let me just clean up the chart so you can clearly see. So I believe you guys have gotten the explanation, the brain behind it, why we definitely expecting a sell on GBPJPY. So let me clean up this analysis so you can definitely see what and how to execute this trade on your lower time frame of 15 minutes. So on the 15-minute time frame, as you can clearly see from my 4-hour time frame, I've already highlighted and written out my high of the week. I've already marked the high of the week and the low of the week already. So let's fall down to the 15 minutes so we see how we can execute this trade on the 15-minute time frame. You should be selling GBP JPY, not buying GBP JPY. This is the time to definitely sell. This is the time to sell. So if eventually I'm to go in for a sell, this is how definitely we're going to have entry positions, two different entry positions. One of them, I'm going to go to my higher time frame. So I'm going to position at the high of the week. I'm going to position for a sell at the high of the week. I'm going to position for a sell at the high of the week. So my sell will come from the high of the week around this level. And why is my sell coming from the high of the week? Because I have confluences that I'm looking out for at that level. So that's how I'm positioning around that level because I saw already the high of the week. Then I'm seeing a psychological level that's definitely going to be acting as resistance. It's going to be acting as resistance to push the market to the downside. So that's why we're definitely positioning for a set trade around this level. So this is definitely the entry position around this level, around the psychological level, around the resistance level. So the psychological level is going to act as resistance to drive the market to the downside. So that is the bias so far. So that's why I just wanted to take this time to at least explain and call out this sell bias once price eventually plays out. Once price eventually plays out. So if you do love how I analyze my trade, if you do love how we spot these levels, how we understand market structures as well, if you do love how we definitely build our trading biases, our confluences, follow our confluences, I want you to hit the subscribe button, like for more.